Nobody can read that one, especially me. We had this spare hanging around. It seems to have stopped. Good morning, everybody. First of all, good morning to our medium, Jeff Hewitt, who's here. Come and say hello in a moment. And also good morning to you out in virtual land. It's a great pleasure to introduce you to our medium, Jeff, this morning. And my name is Ray Robinson, those who have not seen me before. And along with Jackie, we are the joint presidents of the Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. I've been coming here now since I was 11 years old, so just over 2 weeks. So it's great to be part of this church. Jackie and I were married here. It'll be 45 years next month. And that seems gone so quickly. I mean, it's traumatic for Jackie, but it's gone quickly for me. Well, friends, I've got a wonderful meeting with us this morning. He's a great friend to the church. My mum and dad thought the world of him. And Jeff, he's written a book, Make Mine a Medium. Mine would always be a large if I ever met you in a pub, but Make Mine a Medium. Jeff knew my dad and mum quite well, and there's a lot of messages mum and dad in there. Sorry, Mike. And I'm really grateful. The book's great. I'm starting to read it. As you know, I'm dyslexic, so it takes a bit of time. But I know my Ashley's read a bit as well, and he was quite impressed a bit about dad and church and Wimbledon. So, Jeff, you'd like to come up and say a few words about yourself and then open with prayer.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, thank you very much for having me here at Wimbledon Church again. And I didn't ask Ray to plug the book, by the way, but I did mention Wimbledon quite a lot in the book, and Derek, because we all need a bit of encouragement in life, and we need people to support us and push us forward. And Wimbledon, that's what I found here at Wimbledon Church when I just started working as a medium, hadn't been doing it for so long after being in class for a long time. So I really appreciated that. And also after Derek passed, as I said in the book, he communicated quite a few times as well. And he was so passionate about our spiritualism as the whole Robinson family. And I thought to myself, well, if after he'd passed, I thought, well, if anybody knows what it's like on the other side, Derek will. And I was driving along and not thinking about spiritual things. And Derek answered my question through thought and just said, it's very multi-dimensional over here. And I thought, well, that's exactly what it says in the Bible. God's house has many mansions. You could interpret it as being the same. So I thought that was very good for me. And I felt very, and one other thing as well, was I was very upset about something to do with work, because I had to go and see my mum who was sick, and something had let me down. So it meant I couldn't see my mum who was very, very sick. And through my being upset, Mr. Robinson cut through and he told me something, which I then said to Ray, and he said, oh, I can accept that. And I thought, isn't that amazing? You know, we all, when you're learning this sort of thing, you know, you're sitting in the quiet and everything's got to be quiet and the conditions all have to be right. And then you try and then you get something. And here I was, not even thinking about it, very upset, the exact opposite conditions that you would expect, and Spirit came through. So I think when they really need to, Spirit will come through, and Spirit certainly will never let us down in life, never, ever let us down. So when we feel we've been let down, then that's when we're learning ourselves, and we have to dig deeper for that. Sorry, I think I'm giving the address. We have to dig deeper within ourselves to face our challenges. We all have challenges, we all have problems, we all have things we have to learn. And so Spirit aren't letting us down. They're just not going to help us out when it's our lesson that we have to learn. But when other reasons, then Spirit will come through and they'll help us. I'm only saying that because sometimes I can rely on them too much and they won't help me. And that's because it's not for them to help me, it's for me to live my life and live my lessons as well, just like everybody else. So I've just given a little mini address there. So next is the prayer, is that right?
Yeah.
So we'll bow our heads and open in prayer. Loving Father God, Divine Spirit, we thank you for this opportunity to come here today, to settle our minds and still our hearts, and to find that part within ourselves which is at peace, which is harmony, and which touches on those beautiful things in life. And we'd like to thank the spirit world for any help that they might have given us in our lives, whether we've been aware of that help or not, because it might have been so subtle. We might not have even noticed it. But with our faith, we thank them for that help. And I know the spirit people would like to thank us as well for our thoughts and prayers to them, wishing them well in heaven, as it were, in their next stage of their spiritual growth, whatever that might be. And I know they thank us for remembering them and cherishing them too. We ask that this service might be guided by Spirit, and that some healing words can be spoken, and that Spirit will draw quite close. In your name, which is love, amen.
Thank you, Jeff. Before I continue with the service, I neglected to say I've got some new visitors to the church this morning. Welcome. Extend a warm and loving welcome to you, and we hope you will return after today. So, friends, we're coming to that part of the prayer service where we continue our prayers for love and healing. And we've got quite an extensive list today, so I'll start with Mary Rose, Helen, Tracy, Val and her mum, Steve, Grant, Tyson, Janet, Elizabeth, Liz Walsh, Nathan, Lee, Ivor and Daphne, Pat Ward, Jim, Lorna, Shane and family, Jill Ross, Elaine, Dawn, Andy, Mary, Lee, Katrina, Carol, Jenny, Kate, Mo May, Philomena, Phil, Veronica, Mari, Sue, and Maureen. Heavenly Father, we ask a blessing upon those names that we have read out this morning, and also those names deeply inscribed in our hearts and our minds. May they be blessed with the love and comfort of the Spirit at this healing time. And may they be comforted to know that they are not alone during this period of illness. Heavenly Father, into thy hands we commend the spirits of those children who we have prayed for this morning, knowing with thee at all times thy will shall always be done. Amen. Now let us say the serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. If the collection could be done there now, please.
Good morning, everyone here at Wimbledon and those online. I'm Jackie Robinson, so co-president with Ray, for those that don't know me online. And I'm reading from the book of teachings from the Wisdom of Ramadan by Ursula Roberts. Understanding mediumship. As a spirit, it is difficult for me to fully appreciate the many harsh noises and vibrations which fill your world today. One of the first things is an intended medium should cultivate is the ability to clear the mind of many impressions that it gathers from day to day, so that you come to us in the spirit into your circle of communication with your mind that is like a slate wiped clear of all the previous impressions. But you do not manage to do this. You come with all the pressing memories and problems of your daily life. In the ancient temples, those training for mediumship learned to relax the very cells of the physical brain by an effort of will and mind, by an effort of thought. You too can do this by understanding how to move that muscular structure of your face and head, how to control the action of your ears and jaw. You should learn how to move the muscles of your brow and back of your head so that by concentration, you may relax any tensions in your brain or skull. Truly, if you practice this, then you will be learning one of the lessons, i.e. mastery, how to manner yourself. The development of a true and perfect mediumship could go hand in hand with the self-mastery. Therefore, after relaxing the body and brain, bring the mental activities into stillness. In the old temples, the priests and priestesses, who were mediums and seers, taught the importance of movements, which you know as dance. As the hands were raised and lowered, so was an effect upon the spine, releasing pressures. Similarly, with the fluidic backward and forward movements of the body, which were designed to free the interlocking joints of the spinal column, the related nerves, and the ephemeral flow of the spiritual force through the soul body, which is so frequently inhibited by tensions of the physical body. So do not be afraid to move and move with freedom and rhythm so that no tension can arise in your spirit or brain. The first degrees of mediumship are in the development of your perception, which comes from a still mind and a receptive brain. So when you sit in relaxation, awaiting the calmness of the spirit to interpenetrate your mind, if you are free from tension, you will find this earthly easily accomplished. The man or woman to whom it was on the pathway of mastering this becomes the knower. And when you are the knower of truth, then all your uncertainties vanish as clouds vanish before the light of the rising sun. May we have that wisdom and knowledge with us. Oh, I'm going to have the pleasure of introducing not just a visitor to this church, but part of the family of Wimbledon Church. So, Jeff Hewitt, lovely to have you back here on the platform.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, Jackie. So, I usually base the address on the reading, and the reading was understanding mediumship. And so for an outsider who doesn't know anything about mediumship, when you meet a medium, you can think, somebody who works as a medium, you can think that they can see right through you and that they can know everything about you and wave magic wands for you. From my experience, that hasn't been the case, and that isn't the case. And so understanding mediumship. From what Ursula Roberts was saying through Ramadan, clearing the mind and having a blank slate. So this is trying to clear away any of your own preconceived conceptions and having a blank mind, like a bowl of water, if you like, that spirit can drop their droplets into. You've got to catch what spirit is saying. I heard on the radio the other day a guy who was a musician, and he was talking about songs and talked about the musicians who, some of them occasionally, who have dreamt songs. For For example, Paul McCartney dreamt all of the words for yesterday, and he woke up and just wrote what he dreamt, and voila. So this would have been a form of mediumship. And the person, sorry, I don't know who it was, who was talking on the radio with the interview, was talking about catching the songs. If he was lucky enough to be in the right place, in the right time, in the right mood, in the right conditions, so that he could catch a song from spirit. So we don't know the plan for spirit, the plan for us, the plan for man. And spirit have, I think, are one step ahead of us and doing their best to try and influence us, whether it's as individuals or on a global level, if you like. So I would say that Paul McCartney received that song because spirit thought the world needed to hear it at that time, or they need to hear it now. So sometimes things will happen to us without even trying. And then there's the mediumistically, spiritually. I'm sure plenty of people here, lots of people who had lots of experiences and coincidences themselves. And then there's the formal training where you're doing it. I always think intention is the most important thing. So you're intending to do the mediumship because through love, through wanting to help others, through compassion, because it's something that's a bridge that's helping to connect and reinforce the two worlds, which we all know exists, but it's just nice to have that extra confirmation. And quite often a medium won't tell you anything that you don't know already deep down. They're just confirming, quite often, they're confirming what you know already, because we always need that extra bit of support with our doubting mind, what can be doubting minds. So also with mediumship, the first person I sat in circle with, as did another member here, her catchphrase would be wrong at the top of your voice. And I was thinking about it the other day, and I also thought it meant give spirit the benefit of the doubt. So as Ramadan says, you want to be a clear, pure channel to accept that information, but we're not always. The conditions aren't always right. So we've just got to do the best we can. So give ourselves the benefit of the doubt, give spirit the benefit of the doubt. And if we are wrong at the top of our voice, that doesn't matter, because at least we tried. And with mediumship, sometimes you have to sit in circle for years and years and years. And so you can't give up after a few hurdles. You have to keep on going. Like so many things in life, if you really, really want it, sometimes you have to strive very hard to get it, and sometimes not. So understanding mediumship, well, that's just a little sort of taster. I've just touched on a few points. We could talk about it all day long, couldn't we? And certainly we're always learning, and mediums are always learning and progressing and developing. It never stops. So that's just my few words. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you very much. I've been and feel very privileged as a spiritualist. I knew Ursula Roberts quite well. And my son, Ashley, when he was quite young, set up her first ever website after her passing to the spirit world. And Ursula was a great person as a spiritualist because she shared herself amongst the spiritualist community. She just wasn't a medium that said, oh, I only work for this or that or the other. And she was the most humblest medium I've ever met. And her guide, Rushing River, which is slightly different to Ramadan, there's not, if any, writings from Rushing River, but I heard him speak a number of times at the Greater World, because it was always the Greater World's choice to hear Rushing River, and he concentrated more on healing and spirituality. And just picking up a bit about what Jeff's circle leader would say, Gordon Higginson, who was probably the finest exponent of mediumship in the world has ever seen, Gordon done a workshop here once where he said, let that no be a challenge to you to improve your mediumship. don't be scared by it. Don't be frightened by it, and don't be terrified by it. And he's very true, because I've trained a couple of people with mediumship or had a hand in there saying, and I've always said that let that no be a challenge. Let that no go forward. It's very easy to say as a medium, oh, take it home and think about it or whatever, without picking on any individual. But it's best to try and do one or two things. One, just leave it, or go back to spirit and get more evidence. Because my dad believed very much if someone's communicating with you, they'll give you the information. You've just got to push yourself that little bit more. So we're now coming to the mediumship. I'll ask Jeff to get ready to tune. Phil, do you want to come and do the notices? Okay, I thought you was going to do the notices. No, I was going to do them now.
Right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And here are some forthcoming events for you. Our Divine Service guest medium in person on Sunday, September the 8th is Paul Beecham. And please note the healing clinic is every Tuesday from 7 until 8:15 and on Thursdays from 10 a.m. until 12 noon for members of the community and animals. You will be greeted by our healer practitioners in a safe, friendly and welcoming atmosphere, and free will donations apply. The next Friendship Club is on September the 4th, this coming Wednesday, from 11:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. in church, hosted by Jackie Robinson. And we hope you can join us for lively conversation, tea, coffee, and cake. Please note there will be no Zoom option for Friendship Club until further notice. Admission is £4 at church, which includes refreshments. So new events for autumn 2024. The next open platform with myself, Phil Shaw, is in October. The date is still to be confirmed. These evenings are for intermediate, advanced and working mediums to polish their evidential mediumship, inspirational speaking, philosophy, spirit art, writing and presentation skills. On Sunday, the 1st of September, today, following the Divine Service at 12:30, we have a Zen Den meditation led by Charlie Stubbs in the church sanctuary. Everyone is welcome, and this is a donation event. A calming and restorative meditation that will take you on a spiritual journey connecting mind, body, and spirit. On Sunday, the 8th of September, we have a special event here at Wimbledon Spiritualist Church of Transfiguration and Mediumship with myself and Ashley Robinson. This is starting at 1:30. And an advanced booking link is available on the Wimbledon Facebook pages, or you can pay on the day. On Friday, 20th of September, we have a demonstration of mediumship with Ashley Robinson and Craig Marks at Hackbridge Spiritualist Church. At 7 p.m, it's £5 admission, and again, advanced booking links are on our website pages. And on Sunday, September the 22nd, we have a demonstration of mediumship with Ashley Robinson and Ivan Lee at Wimbledon, 7 p.m. start, £5 admission, and advanced booking link on our Facebook pages. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you very much indeed.
Right, friends, we're now coming to that part of the service where Jeff, our medium, will demonstrate the gifts of the Spirit. If Jeff should come to you, speak to you, please answer clearly with a yes or no. I have to warn you, he don't like no's, do you, Jeff? And he will do his best to clarify what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeff Hewitt.
Thank you very much, Ray. Okay, so I'll do my best to practice what I preach. And bear with me a second. Anybody here know the name either of Iris or Lily? I've got a strong connection with the name of, or Lily or Lillian? Yeah, Iris. Both Iris and Lily. Okay, lovely. All right. Now I feel I've got an aunt in the spirit world. You can say no, but
well, yeah,
I felt
aunt, but not them. They're not aunt, but there is aunt. Yes.
aunt. Is there an aunt who's not well at the moment?
No, they're not here.
That they're
they're past, yeah.
Okay, because I got the name of Lillian and I felt that was connected with an aunt. That was connected with an aunt. But if you can understand the name of Iris and Lily, and I feel that there's been an anniversary of a passing recently. So I'd say sometime in August there was an anniversary of the passing, or there's one just coming up.
It was an anniversary of a person's birthday that's in spirit in August.
That'll do for me, because I just felt I wanted to remember that person. I had a remembrance of a person. I thought it was their passing, but if it was their birthday, okay. And I feel that they're giving you some healing, sending you some healing as well.
Thank you.
And I'm getting that through the name of Iris.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if Iris is giving you sending you that healing from the spirit side, but I can just feel that healing.
Thank you.
There. Now, am I still with you? Would you understand Belle or Bella? Bella?
Oh. Someone had a dog named Bella.
That'll do for me. Because did you also know a Belle or Bella, Ray?
Bella.
There's a Bella there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel you can also understand some Irish connections.
Yes.
Because they just showed me a 3-leaf clover there for the Irish. Now, they're telling me, I'm just getting lots of names. They're telling me you can understand the name of Cherie as well. I don't mean the lady who comes here, but there'd be another Cherie.
Yes.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're talking about somebody in the family as well used to get a touch of arthritis.
Yes.
And they used to have problems. It wasn't always, didn't always make things difficult, didn't always make things easy, obviously. Now, you're not going to accept this. I hope you don't mind me saying, but somebody just said, don't make things more difficult for yourself. But we can all take that on board in some way or another. It might just be in a little aspect, but I don't know if you want to
Right. Okay.
have a think about that.
Mm-hmm.
I do know already, Mary, that you do teaching, and I feel I've got more teaching to come.
Okay.
Right. They're also giving me, I'm just getting lots of names. They're also giving me the name of Heather for you, Heather.
Yes, thank you.
And they're also giving me the name of Bruce.
Yes.
But I also got a Bruce Bailey. So I don't know if you know.
No, Bruce Bailey. Yeah.
Medium.
Oh.
Yeah.
News to me. I was going to say, and somebody liked to drink the Baileys. But if there's a medium Bruce Bailey, then there's obviously a connection.
I might need to speak to him.
If that makes sense to you, good.
Mm.
All right, sir. You'd understand a white cat in the spirit world?
One belonged to a friend, yeah.
Yeah, because they just showed me I thought it was a bit more on the long-haired side than short-haired side, but they showed me a nice cat.
Yeah.
So that's just coming around you as well. Now. Have you got in your wardrobe a coat that you've held onto for years and years and years and years?
Yes.
It's like a classic. I don't know if was your mum around when you had that coat? You had it that long?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm like, oh, is that your mum's coat or is it your coat? And I thought she was just saying, or I was getting the feeling like, oh no, I just had it that long, that I was around when she still had it.
Yes.
So that there's happy memories and there's memories.
Yes.
That your mother, we were talking before about keeping that link of love alive. And she was just keeping that link of love alive and thanking you for keeping that link of love alive as well. And I hope I hope you got the mothballs around the coat because it's
No, don't think I need it on that, no.
anyway. All right. Give me the name of Dolly for you as
That's
well.
Mum.
Thank you. And I feel she had a few nice doilies or a little bit of nice lace.
Yes,
You know, back in the day, I think most people did in that generation,
Yeah.
but she just puts a few little, I'm saying doily, and I think she's
Yes.
saying doily because it's like Dolly.
yeah, yes.
So I don't know if you've got some of her doilies still.
I haven't, no.
Oh, okay. She's saying there were twins in the family somewhere.
Not that I know of.
All right. Can you take Gemini then?
Um,
Sorry, I'm throwing it out, but I just saw two doilies, which is why I
Okay.
was saying that. That was
Okay.
all. Yeah.
I don't know. Some I don't know
Mm.
their dates of birth, so
Okay.
I wouldn't
Now,
know. It's quite likely.
I'm just going to jump around like a grasshopper a little bit. So, so Phil, can you understand where there were twins in your family or the star sign Gemini?
Twins.
Mm.
Not twins, Joe.
Not twins?
No.
But okay, because I got that double thing as well with you. Okay. All right. They're also going back to Mary. They also give me the name of Marie.
Yes.
And I know your name is Mary, but they're
Yeah.
saying there's another Mary.
No, there's a Marie, yeah.
A Marie, but there is another Mary as well,
Yes,
back in spirit.
yes.
Yeah. And they're also saying that you know how like mental health can fluctuate sometimes. And I feel there's somebody around you where you've noticed that their mental health has
Yes,
been fluctuating.
yeah.
Did you know somebody who was in a film as an actor? Certainly they were on stage.
I did meet a couple, actually.
You met a couple?
I've met more than that, yeah. Met
Because they're
several,
drawing me
yeah.
to, there's a light over there in the church, and they're drawing it to me, and it just feels like I'm on a film set, all right.
I've one on TV, yeah.
Yeah, that'll do for me.
Yeah, and I met a lady was on TV, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Oh,
Lady over on the left side.
oh, okay. All right. Thank you for speaking out. Okay, but you can understand that all as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And you
and I know someone that was in the film because they wrote it and they had a character part in.
wrote the film and did the character. Well, that would make
Yeah.
the sense of the light with
Yeah.
the film business. Yeah. And so sometimes Spirit will do 2 for 1 or whatever. So if you can understand that all, yeah, I know you have Irish connections because you are Irish. Yeah. So let's just see where we're going. Okay. And most people know a rose in the spirit world, but I feel that you know a rose in the spirit
More
world
than
as well. Okay. Yeah. All right then. Can you understand, like, I don't know if this is a picture or a figurine of some dolphins?
Me, got them, yes.
You've got them, because they just showed me 2 dolphins.
I've got 2, yes.
Yeah. And again, it's whether they're touching in your home or not, I don't care. I'm seeing them like this. So they're almost like kissing, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the love and the shape is almost heart-like as well, the way the dolphins are going.
Mm.
And so there's so much love from the spirit world to you. And there's healing being sent to the person who's been up and down a bit as well.
Okay.
Because dolphins to me they
Mm.
help with that,
Mm.
don't they?
Mm.
And that love. All right. Okay. All right, now my mind's coming into it. I'm tempted to I'll ask him if somebody was swimming with dolphins, if she knows somebody who's swimming with dolphins. I think she drifted off.
Mm.
Did you know somebody who swam with dolphins? Yeah, sorry. I've been oh right. Oh nice.
I actually had a dolphin come up and speak to me.
Right, then there we are. Yeah, because I also, as well as that, I felt like, oh, I want to swim with dolphins as well. So if you've had one come up to you, then
Because I can't swim, but I was sitting on the wall and it came up and swam.
amazing, amazing. Fantastic. Isn't that a wonderful story? Okay. All right. So while I know I've got to move on, but while I'm still with you, I've got the horseshoe as well.
Yes.
You've been feeling a bit like, well, where's my luck? So spirit are turning it around to give you
Okay.
some luck. Because you
Okay.
know what they say, things happen in threes.
Yes.
So I think you're at the end of the bad luck and at the beginning of the,
Okay.
you know, it's an energy thing, isn't it? Yeah, I know very strongly you can take the name of Billy. I know very strongly as well, you've got an anniversary at Easter.
Yes.
Yeah, because they just showed me the Easter bunny there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I just heard the word where you're sitting under the word prophecy, but I just heard the word prophecy. So I know that you've made a few predictions yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. So we won't let the cat out of the bag. That's for you to tell.
They came in dreams.
Came in dreams.
Mm.
Amazing. So I don't know, like, why would that be mentioned now? This is my mind. Why would that be mentioned now? So watch this space for something of that kind happening to you again.
Okay.
I know that there was a man in your family who had a moustache,
Yes.
because they just showed me the moustache cup. And doesn't mean he had one, but
No, he didn't, but I
but
know
that
that,
was
yeah,
their way of
yeah.
making me give you that piece of information. Now, so you come from a long line of spiritualists, or spiritual people.
Spiritual people, yeah.
Yeah, they're also guiding me. So this man must have been quite spiritual. Now, you can say, seriously, I don't mind a no. But if you put a moustache on that man, would it look quite like him?
That's someone different, but yes.
Because that's
Yes.
what they gave me. It
Yeah.
was like the vision I'm seeing in my
Yeah.
head, and then they drew me back to him.
Similar face shape. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you slapped a moustache on him, it would be far off. Yeah. Okay. Now, I'll be wrong at the top of my voice. Anybody in your family going back, had a Russian connection? Have I gone off?
Not that I know of, no. Not
Okay.
Russian.
So take the love from those in the spirit world, and let me see if I can make another link.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me work with you.
Bless you.
A second. All right. Anybody here understand having, I'm just going to say Eastern European connections?
Not Russian, but Eastern European.
This man here does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I felt like I would have had links with family going back, more Russian way. Would you understand that?
It can be Russian, yes, because I'm not sure about my origins.
Okay, hang on a minute. You understand, I mean, everyone knows somebody with cancer, but I feel I've got somebody in the spirit world who passed with cancer, a lady.
That's what they told me about my biological mother.
Can you understand Russian connections? Close. I'm sorry, folks, I don't know where I'm going, but I just felt I had a Russian link. I felt I had a lady in the spirit world who passed with cancer. I didn't feel entirely comfortable with you, that it was a connection, but let's see where we're going.
Yes, sure.
So I'm going to need more information. I felt I would have been in a trouble. There would have been family history going back where there was in some trouble spots. You understand that? I do feel I might be with this lady, but let's see where we're going. I don't know if you can understand. It might be somebody living or in spirit, like Linda or Lydia, that kind of name. You understand that? Good. So I'm with this lady.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So, back in your family history, it would have been around, there would have been, I don't know if it was the Russian Revolution, but it feels like that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel that there would have been tragedies, mishaps, bad things happen, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've heard about that in the family.
Yeah. In the past. Yeah.
Exactly. And because they showed me a Fabergé egg earlier, and I thought, well, you know, that was all the Russian imperial family. So it was all funny business going on. Yeah. I do feel, I'm not sure who I've got here, but I feel I've got a male family member who wouldn't have had a good reputation in your family.
I'm not sure about
You're not
that.
sure about that? Okay, I felt I had a male energy coming through, wishing to apologize.
Oh, yeah, no, it's coming back to me.
You-
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not just being kind.
No, no, no.
Yeah, because I
feel
just,
what you mean.
you know, they're not saying this is who I am and was your great-great-grandfather and this is what I did exactly, but they give me the energy, and I've felt an apologetic energy from a man back in your family who wants to say, I'm really sorry because I didn't behave as I should have behaved. I wasn't the person I could have been. In other words, he took a few wrong roads.
Yeah.
And now you understand.
Yeah.
So he's very, very sorry. He's very mournful. Up in the, you know, you have to face what you've done. And he realizes what he's done. He's seen it. I feel emotional. And so he's kind of, if you like, begging you for his forgiveness.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So that makes sense to you.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. He's very emotional. He's very sorry. You don't have to, you know, but he realizes fully, you know, who he was, what he did, where he went wrong. He's had a good look.
Okay.
So he's been honest with himself. He's looked in his mirror and he's okay. So, all right. All right then. Now, I'm just getting Daphne, which is a fragrant flower. Won't give it to you as I'm thinking of a perfume. Okay. Okay. Right. So have you either changed your perfume, or you like to dab a bit of you have?
Yeah.
Okay, because the person I've got in the spirit, because it was like, well, change the subject, let's be a bit happier now.
Okay.
And I've got a lady coming through. Again, it's a lady who liked perfume. And so this is why they gave me the word Daphne, because it's like a perfume, you smell it's like and I'm like, oh, so if you've just changed your perfume.
I've become a bit obsessed with my perfumes lately. Make sure I've got one in my handbag, so I've always got perfume around.
Well, that's their way of saying, well, they liked whatever it is that you bought, they liked it anyway.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Okay. Because I feel that there was a lady in the spirit world who also liked her perfume. And the spirit people can influence us in the most strangest ways when we don't even think it's spirit. We're going, oh, all of a sudden I've become obsessed with perfume. That could be your spirit person drawing close to you. Do you see? And they've influenced you. And yeah, when you suddenly do things out of, you know, so I would say that's their way of saying, look, we're around you, we're influencing you, we're doing our best, and you know we're by your side.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like we've all still working on ourselves. We've all got a lot of work to do. And they're saying you've got plenty of things in front of you to be busy with and keeping yourself occupied. And so they'll be with you every step of the way. Okay. Is there a picture of you, or have you had to I don't know if you went to a wedding or something, but you made your hair all fancy? You know, when they plait it and tie it and do.
Yeah, I've been doing that recently, experimenting with my hair.
You've been experimenting with your hair? Because I feel I could just see a picture of, actually it was Ray's daughter on Facebook with a picture of her, and they just showed me that as if to say about, I don't know, it's women's language, isn't it? But
Yeah.
I don't know what they do.
I've been tying it in a particular
Yeah.
different way than I've done before.
Yeah, I do feel that there will come a time where you, whether you go to a professional or whatever, whether it's your own wedding or you might be married already for all I know, but whether it's your own wedding or you're a bridesmaid, either, but you'll have it all looking spectacular.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. If I'm still with you, have you got memory of feeding a stray cat?
There is one next door to me.
There's a
yeah,
stray
that
cat
all the
next-
neighbours feed. Yeah.
Ah, but oh, your neighbours feed a stray cat. Okay, that's just a bit of evidence that they're around you. Now, I feel like, and you don't have to listen to what I say, but I just feel like I want to dig my feet, put my roots further down. I don't know if you float away a bit or you're a bit daydreamy.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
Very much
so which is, you can be half up in the spirit world, you know?
Yeah, totally.
So I want to ground yourself more. Yeah. I didn't know if they were saying, oh, you can be a bit like a stray cat sometimes. So that's why I was saying I want to dig my feet in, put my roots down a bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
I
only
can
an
relate to
it's
that.
only an analogy, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I can relate to that.
Yeah,
totally. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to pull our own, because we can't wait for things to come and land on our lap. We have to do it ourselves. So what do I want? What do I really want? Let's make this happen. Ground yourself and go forward in your life. And then all the spirit things will still come to you. They won't go away. So you've got the best of both worlds.
Right.
Yeah, it's balance, isn't it? All right. Sorry about the lecture.
That's okay. I needed to hear it.
Okay. All right. Now, before I move on to somebody else, can you also understand a little hand mirror?
Yeah, I think so.
I feel there was a lady in the spirit world and she used to have like the whole set, like brushes, comb,
Yeah.
hand mirror. And I feel there's been a loss of connection with some members of the family.
Yeah.
And she's saying that is sad, but we still have to trying to get what she's telling me. But everybody moves on in life sometimes. People move on, people drift away, but I still want to it might have given you a bit of that ungrounding feeling, if you like, by the experiences that you've gone through. So now I want to pull myself back together and I want to put the roots down.
Okay.
Because they just showed me this lady in the spirit world who had that set of the mirror, the comb, the brush sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I know who that is.
You know who that is?
Yeah.
Well, that's her calling card, as it were.
Okay.
Do you understand the name of Bill or Billy as well?
I'm not sure.
Okay. And I think I've moved on just to check. Do you understand the name of Jack as well? Yeah. No. Okay. I've moved on.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me work.
Thanks so much.
Okay. Thank you for letting me work with you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So I've got the name of Billy, I've got the name of Jack, and you also understand a memory. This chap's got Ray's got a lighthouse, but a memory of being near a lighthouse. Okay.
Yeah.
So you understand sort of a lot before. You also understand a collie dog. Yeah. Hang on a minute.
Yes, I can understand all that.
Yeah. And did you know somebody who either was in the music industry or they just loved music so much they
Yes.
could have,
Yes, I do.
they were going that way?
Yeah.
I do feel they even wrote some music.
Yes.
Yeah. Is this your brother? You can say no.
Yeah, it's my brother, but I'm thinking of somebody else as well. I think there might be two people coming through.
Okay. I feel I want to say I'm your rock.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know which one it is, but
Yeah.
I feel I'm your rock.
Yeah, I think that's my brother.
Yeah.
Steve is his name, by the way.
And I don't know if you wear something around your neck that reminds you of your brother.
I've got his bracelet on at the moment, his beads.
Now, somebody you played the violin?
Yes.
Also, someone around you can tell a sob story. And I just don't want to take on too much on board
Yes.
sometimes from
Yes.
people,
Yeah.
you know, because it can get in your energy a
Yeah,
bit
exactly,
when
yeah.
you don't
Negative,
need it.
Yeah, toxic.
So you've been feeling a bit, I hate the word stuck, but if it's not you, somebody else has been feeling a bit stuck, and I just want to, I feel I'm coming to the end of that and a
Yeah,
bit like this, and I'm going
Yeah,
forward.
definitely coming to the end of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a cycle thing.
Yeah.
You know, or it was an energetic thing. Yeah. There was a big blow up in your family, though, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a volcano going
Yeah,
off.
it's still going on.
Oh, stand clear.
I am.
Let them get on with it. Yeah. So he's aware. He's laughing about it. To be honest, I
I'm
know
not
it's.
surprised, yeah. There was basically three of us, and he was the only one that got on with the three of us. The three of us, none of us get on.
Oh,
And
oh.
he was the only one that got on with all of us, and then he went to heaven.
Oh. Well, anyway, he was laughing about it. Yeah. Right. So, a link. Hang on. Am I right that you can understand an anniversary either on Christmas Day or
Yes, that's the 28th of December.
28th? I was going to say, or
Yeah, and it's also my birthday as well. So
there we are. They just put a little halo over you.
I was born at Christmas and I was called after the angels.
Ah. They give me the name of Philip as well with you.
Yeah. My brother-in-law.
There's a man here who works here called Ivan, but I know you know another Ivan. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. I think I've come to time, but hang on. Last but not least, they've just given me the name of Sally as well to finish off.
Yeah, that was our childhood dog.
Right.
Thank
Okay. Okay.
Amazing. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for letting me work with
Thank
you.
you.
Bless you. All right. Sorry I didn't get back around to more people, but thank you for letting me work with you, and I hope it was interesting anyway. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you very much indeed. I'd like to thank Jackie for doing the reading for me this morning. And everybody else has taken part in today helping out. And I'm discussing with Ashley about when we go back to SPTV, we'll go back to them. I think it's next month. I'm not 100% sure. Ashley has told me, but I've forgotten. It was a couple of days ago, so I've forgotten. But what I was thinking, speaking to Ashley about, and if you're all happy with that when we're not on SPTV, we'll go on a bit longer with our services. And because quite a few people feel that an hour's not always enough. So we'll do that after we've got the dates sorted out when we're live with SPTV, though we'll be live ourselves. And also people have contacted me saying that they're missing out on a Sunday after our church service, what to do. For those who want to do another church service, the Nothing Fancy Spiritualist Church is online on Facebook, and I'm a small part of that church at the moment. And please join in with them. They always have a medium on. They do readings live on the channel as well. And my good friend Ben, who's Pastor Spirit, he used to be the head of that group. His partner Paul is now, and they're still keeping it going. And another lady called Karen Willis, she's helping out, and another chap, I forgot his name, Nigel Watson, Nigel Walton, thank you. They're part of it as well. But Paul's asked me to be part of the church as well, so I'm trying to help out where I can in an advisory capacity. So that's another Sunday finish, friends. Thank you. It's going to continue after 1:30 with the Charlie's Zen Den. It'll be in our sanctuary. I'm going to moan here. Please try and put the chairs back as best as you can. The only reason I say that, it's not because I'm a miserable old chap. I'll clean that one up. It's because I find it hard to keep moving furniture. That's my only reason. So best as you can. If you can't, that's fine. Don't worry. I won't mention it. But it's just the fact, physically, I'm just not as strong as I used to be. I had to move some furniture the other day because it hadn't been booked properly, and it gave me I got a hernia, and it gave me a bit of a problem afterwards. More information you probably need to know, but hey ho. Thank you for all joining us today online and here on the church. There'll be some refreshments outside, which Jackie and Sarah Goggins are getting together. And Jackie and I'll be going a bit quick today because our daughter-in-law's having her birthday bash today, and we're going to that not long after we finished here. So thank you all. Jeff, thank you very much for a lovely morning. Thank you. My dad did love you. He really did. And Mum. And they really always enjoyed you being here. And I've loved the messages I've received from you from Mum and Dad. So it's nice. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for being here. And I'll ask Jeff, I'm going to call you Phil then, Jeff, to close our meeting with prayer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you once again for coming along. And as we close in prayer, if we feel we've opened ourselves up spiritually, we're closing ourselves down with the closing prayer back to our normal mode. Loving Father God, Divine Spirit, thank you once again for this opportunity to come here today. And we ask for a blessing on each and every family that's represented here, and that your light might guide our steps in the weeks and months ahead. In your name, which is love, amen.
Amen. Thank you all, friends. Good morning.